Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Edwin back again for Strictly Comics and doing things a little bit differently today. Got the little old school setup. It just makes things easier when it comes to editing, uploading, rendering, all that jazz. So doing it this way. Am I going to be doing it this way every week? No. I'm just trying to switch it up, kind of keep things a little fresh. And yeah, so hopefully it works out well for me today, but I will not be doing it like this every week. So let's get right into it. I picked up the little free comic book day pass out flyer thingy that my comic book shop was passing out to everybody. Free Comic Book Wednesday, as you guys know. Last year the big free comic book was The Walking Dead, which kind of gave backstories into was it Tyrese? I think it was Tyrese. So that was kind of the hot book from Free Comic Book Day. What's going to be the hot book this year? I have no idea. But I'm going to go because I'm going to get me some free comic books anyway. So I got that. And then I also picked up this, you guys. It's like a 20-year anniversary of Hellboy, created by Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola. He's going to be in Houston during Comic Palooza over Memorial Day weekend, and I'm really excited about him coming. I'm not a big Hellboy fan. I don't think that Hellboy will ever be as popular as it was when the movies came out, but I'm gonna get some books signed. I'm gonna get maybe some drawings if I can, and just see how it turns out. Anytime you can get a working artist that's on a good issue, good title, I say go for it, man, because you never know when you're going to get an opportunity again to meet somebody like that, unless you're just always going to all these cons in San Diego and Chicago and New York and all that. I don't travel like that, so I take advantage of these artists and these writers whenever they come to my area. So I picked that up. And then this little cover on the back, Hellboy 20 years, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, that was free. I picked up Batman blank variant of issue number 29, and I picked up the Fuse number 2. I got this just for the sole purpose of having drawing sketches and stuff like that done on it, because I would much prefer a blank variant versus like a sheet of paper from a tablet or something. Then I got the Fuse number 2 because I'm actually kind of interested to see what goes on in the storyline. We had the homeless people that were dying mysteriously, not really knowing what's going on. These Russian detectives that are on the Russian shift are investigating. So I want to see where this goes. See if it's something I want to continue to pick up, or is it just going to fizzle out for me after like another issue or two. Next, everybody, I picked up Superman Unchained issue number 6, and then I got Superman Unchained issue number 6 blank variant. Again, got this just to get some sketches done. Over here, Jim Lee artwork. I absolutely love it. Scott Snyder storyline. Man, I wish those guys would come here so I can get some books signed. But really, really happy to get these. I might do a review on this because I haven't done a review on a Superman title in quite a long time, but I'm not sure yet. We shall see. Next, everybody, I got Uncanny issue number 19, Point Now, and TMNT Utrom Empire. Funny thing about this book, my comic book shop forgot to charge me for it. My receipt was a little cheaper than I was expecting it to be, and I looked on there and he mistakenly rang up TMNT Ongoing, and then he scratched it out, and then he forgot to charge me for this book. So I'm like, well, do I let him know, go back and say, hey, you forgot to charge me for it, I want to pay for it? Or should I just like stick it to him and be like, hey, you forgot to charge me for it, plus comic books are too high anyway, so I'm going to consider this a freebie. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm kind of at a dilemma here. Plus, being a Christian, I always want to do the right thing. So I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see what you guys have to say about that, or if that has ever happened to you before. Next, I got Transformers Robots in Disguise issue number 27. This is Dark Cybertron part 11 and Lazarus number 7. Good story, you guys. This is a on my pull list. Then I got this cover. I usually get the A cover, the regular cover, but this is like a cover subscription variant, and it's Cosmos. I thought it was a really, really good look for Cosmos, because he's always had such a puny look to him from older Transformer drawings, so I was actually really happy to get that. Next, everybody, I picked up the Terminator, Enemy of My Enemy, issue number 2, and Sovereign, issue number 1. Haven't read issue number 1 of this yet, but I'm gonna read them both back to back when I get a chance. And then I have no idea what this is about, so maybe you guys could tell me. But it's an Image number 1, so I went ahead and picked it up for $3. And that's it for this week's poll list, you guys. Yeah, it would have been a lot smaller, but I grabbed those variants. Some books that I picked up over the weekend. I went to a new comic book shop, and I've heard about them. I have also heard that it's good to have 2 or 3 comic book shops that you can go to, because your main shop isn't going to have everything that you want. Going around looking, also seeing what other shops have to offer, I think is a really good thing. So I went to this new comic book shop, and they had everything. They had ridiculous silver and bronze age books, boxes upon boxes of them, and I'm like, man, these books shouldn't even be here. All these boxes should be cleaned out because of these books, man. There are some really, really nice books. As I got to sifting through them, I found out why. I found out that the prices are ridiculously high. They're anywhere from a half to twice as much more than retail. And I found out one reason about this. One reason why is because they usually sell and receive high grade copies only. They do have mediocre mid to low grades, but even those, in my opinion, are still really, really high. So there was a lot that I wanted, but a lot that I couldn't get, because I just felt like they were just asking way too much money for their books, which is the reason why they were just sitting on the shelves and nobody was buying them. I think I had, like, as soon as I walked in, I saw they had an X Factor number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. I looked, I said, oh, I was like, what are you guys asking for that? She looked at it, she said $75. I cringed, I was like, eee. She said it's a 9.2, and I'm thinking, like, so I went on eBay, I found 9.4s CGC for like $100 to $120. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna sell that book. You're just hoping to get a sucker to come in when the movie comes out or whatever and sell it to him, but there's no way I'd pay $75 for a 9.2. I don't even think I'd offer half that. So, a lot of their prices are just way, way too high. But anyways, enough of me rambling. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I just gotta vent a little bit, man, because it's so frustrating. It's like, you guys have all these books and they shouldn't even be on the shelves anymore, but instead they're just sitting there collecting dust because your prices are so stupidly high. I picked up Superman, Wonder Woman, issue number 3 and number 5. I kind of stopped at issue number 3. I wasn't going to continue, but then I started reading it again, plus I started watching other people's reviews. Everybody was talking about how this is like one of the best Superman titles out right now. So I decided to go and pick up the ones that I missed and continue the story, and actually probably have this on my pull list because it's just such a good story. When it comes to DC, I pretty much just stick with Batman and like that's it. So I picked these up. And finally, you guys, I picked up Spawn number 30 and Spawn number 60. The reason why I picked these up is because Capullo is going to be in Houston here at Comicpalooza, and I want some Spawn books for him to sign. I'm really wanting issue number 16 because that's the very first Capullo art done on Spawn. But the 3 that they had at that comic book shop, not only were they asking too much for them, they were in like 9.2, 9.4 condition. They had like dings and stuff, and when it comes to a Spawn book or modern comic, I'm not going to buy anything that's under a 9.8. I might reluctantly get one that's like a 9.6, but I just couldn't do it. And these are in like 9.8, 9.6 edition. This one's got like a little ding right here. I'm not really sure how this is going to grade, but whatever I get signed, I'm looking to have it graded. Because it's Capullo, I don't even know when I will ever have the opportunity again to ever have him sign anything. Plus, I saw this cover. I was like, that is just sick. That is just awesome. Spawn was here after he cuts Violator into pieces. That is an awesome cover. And then I really like this too, Spawn hanging himself or whatever, or somebody hanging Spawn. Absolutely. Plus, you know, there's a lot of blank to get a really good signature at. So I thought it was absolutely awesome. So I picked these up. They were asking too much for them. I asked like if they'd give them to me for like $4 a piece, and they did, which in my opinion was still too much. But you know, hey, they're high grade copies. I really wanted them, and I wasn't going to pay the prices that a lot of eBay sellers were asking for them. So that's it, everybody. That's everything that I picked up over the week. Let me know what you think I should do about the TMNT Utrom Empire. Should I let my comic book shop know that they kind of forgot to charge me for it, or should I just say, you know, consider it a blessing and not worry about it? Let me know what you guys think. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite. I always appreciate it, guys. Keep God first in your life. Enjoy your comic books, and God bless you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.